Hello, everybody. This is Melissa from stampwithmelissa.com. Welcome to my Tuesday night live video. Welcome. I'm just going to wait a second. I just saw a bug. You guys, he's going to bug me literally all night long. It usually tends to happen that I go through these phases where I have these little fruit flies all around. And, we just might kill a bug during tonight's video. Anyway, enough about that. As you join, please say hello, even if you're watching the replay. I do go back and look at comments, so I'd love to see if you're on. Hey, Lori. Hey, Alicia. Welcome. Okay, so 8 people on, so I know I'm in the right place. That's always like the nerve-wracking part is, am I like private or did my order be private? Lori just placed her order. Okay, well, I was going to say, hey, Don, I have 270 points left until I earn the trip. Oh my gosh. My mom said hello, but she put a P at the end and I was like, help. What do you mean help? No, it's hello. I'm pretty sure. Lori, but with your order, I don't know where I am because I can't look at my email right now. So, thank you so much, Lori. But hey, Laura, welcome. Yeah. Okay. My mom said, well, if you said help, I want to make sure that you're taken care of. I'm a daughter. Anyway, welcome to my Tuesday Night Live. We're going to do some Halloween stuff today, but I have some really big announcements that I need to share with you first. Number one, I did want to just say this right off the bat so I don't forget. The bundle I'm using tonight, the Bewitching bundle, this punch, I'm going to show it to you backwards so it doesn't blind you because it's reflective on the other side. This punch is on low inventory. So I'm going to state right now that if you do want to do this week's class, place your order soon so that this doesn't go out of stock, okay? Because I know when I did my gnome class, I think I got off of my live and then the gnomes went out of stock. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, if you're wondering what I was talking about earlier when I said I have 270 points left. Hi, Renee. Good evening. Hi, Keisha. Hi, Joanne. I am trying to earn the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip, which is a Norwegian cruise that sails in May 2023. And I am so very close. I think this is going to be the week that we do it. So I'm gonna cry. Actually, I'm just so tired. I think I'm so excited. I'm expending all of my energy all the time. Anyway, welcome to my Tuesday night videos. If you are new here, I run videos every Tuesday night. I do live videos every Tuesday night at 5 o'clock Central Time. And I do 3 projects. They're usually always cards because that's what I love to make. And you can actually place an order in my online store, which is right here is the link, shop.stampwithmelissa.com. You just type that into your browser and then make sure when you check out, you use that host code. Orders of $35 before tax and shipping will get 6 card kits for free. That's to make the cards that we're showing tonight. And you make 2 each of the 3 designs. If you place a $50 order this week, you will also get a bolt or the whole spool of the black and white gingham ribbon, which is absolutely perfect for Halloween. Okay. All right. So I'm going to flip my camera down so we can go ahead and get started. So the bundle we're using today is out of the mini catalog. It is on page 57. So let's flip there and check it out. It's with all the other Halloween stuff. And this is it right here. So it is super awesome. It's these stamps here. So you have 3 witch hats, a pair of legs, some stars, and a spider. And luckily that spider's cute. My favorite ribbon too. Yes, I love this ribbon. Alicia said that. And I was just about to mention Alicia stopped by my house today and we were talking. And at the very end, right before she left, I looked over and there was a giant spider web. I almost peed my pants. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't, but this spider is cute. That spider was not cute and he better not end up in my house later. Anyway, here's that punch again that coordinates with the bundle. So you can see in the catalog, let me just set that to the side. In the catalog down here at the bottom, it says 10% bundled savings. And that is actually 10% off if you buy the bundle together. So it's $34 instead of $38, which is what you would pay if you bought them separately. Okay. And also if you join my Incredible Crafters family, you can get an additional 20% off of that. So just saying. Okay, so let's create with this. But first I wanted to share some cards with you. So I'm going to share these first. These are the cards I shared on Monday and Tuesday this week. Today's Tuesday. So Monday and today. This is the first one that I shared yesterday. This is a mini slimline. So it is 7. I haven't put an inside in yet, but it is 7 inches by 7 inches, and then it's scored in half on one of the sides. Pick one, 3.5. And that is what makes it a fun little mini slimline. And this just uses, you can see the punch. I didn't stamp the hats and then punch them out. I just used the punch. So that one's pretty fun. And then we have this one that I shared today that I love, and I think you guys were really liking this one too. I wanted to do something a little different. This is not Halloween at all. This is fall, a little scarecrow hat. So then you can see, so I used some of the white frayed ribbon as that band here. I'm going to pull this one back in. So then you can see these pieces. The punch actually will punch out these pieces, and that's what I used to create these little patches. And then I used my bronze blend to go all the way around the hat here. Just, I thought it added some texture, and then to draw those little like stitch marks in. So super cute. And then I used the Hello Harvest bundle for the pumpkin and the sentiment. So there's those. I have even more cards to share with you though. So I'm going to do that quick. So one of my favorite parts about being a demonstrator is doing card swaps. And I just recently participated in one, and I have almost all of the cards. But basically what a card swap is you sign up if you want to. You don't have to, but you in this group, there were 7 of us. So I made 6 cards because I was the 7th. 6 identical cards. I sent them off to each person, and then they sent me a card back. Okay, so I wanted to just share those cards with you real quick. This one is from Deb Anderson. She used the Tea Boutique Suite. Hey, Robin. And it's actually, I think she called it, yeah, matchstick holder card. So she actually put a tea bag in there. How cute is that? But this tucks in, and it's like a little matchbook. How fun. Then I got this one from Emily Moots. Had to keep the envelope, so I made sure to give the proper credit. Hey, Anne, welcome. This one's from Emily Moots. That uses the Tree for Sale set. Look at how pretty that one is. This would be a really nice card to duplicate, like loads of for Christmas. All right, is my desktop being a little slow? It looks a little slow on my end. Hopefully it's not. This next one is from Anne Schmidt. And look, she decorated the envelope. Hopefully you can see that. Is my video lagging on your guys' end, or is it okay? It's lagging on my end, but just on the desktop view, not on the face view. Anyway, I'll hold this here and eventually it'll focus. But she used the Ringed with Nature bundle and created a cute owl. How adorable is that? So this one was super fun. And then this is the Happy Forest Friends DSP. Okay, I don't know why it's lagging. Technology, you guys. Hold on one second. My screen's going to go black for a second on my desktop, okay? Expected that. Hold on, let's see if we're back. All right, there we are. So here's the owl card. I know, isn't that such a cute idea? So she used the, I think these are, they're not the matte black dots, I don't think. I think they are the classic dots that come in white, vanilla, gray, and black. I think those are those ones. But how adorable is that? And then I got this card. We can give a whoop whoop because Alicia's on here. This card is from Alicia Markfurt, who is on my team. And it is beautiful. And this is the card that made me buy this bundle. This is the Apple Harvest bundle. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And now I love it. Thanks, Alicia. So yes, actually, we're going to use Apple Harvest next week. That's how much I love it. So, hey, Heather, welcome. So this one is from her. Look at how beautiful and fall. And then these dies are actually part of our Perfect Partners promotion, the 3 Ps. So you won't find the dies in the catalog, but the stamp set is in the mini catalog, and you can head to my online store to see the bundle pricing, which is only available through September or while supplies last. So act fast, okay? And then this last one, this is from Sue Kramer, and she stamped on the envelope. Sorry, I saw a pumpkin right there, so I was checking. She stamped on the envelope, sent a separate envelope. So this one is from my upline, Sue Kramer. And she also used that Hello Harvest, which is beautiful. And then this is that like gold foil, what are those called? The little flaky pieces. It's escaping me. I don't know, the gold flakes. Yeah, those. Somebody can tell me what they're called. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before we get started, let me just mention this. So the bundle we're using featuring this week does not have sentiments. So I am also using these 2 stamps tonight. You can either add these when you check out if you don't already have them, or gold leafing. Thanks, Heather. Gold leafing. I like gold flakes. Anyway, you can add these to your order when you check out to get this week's class, or you can use what you already have, but we are going to use some of the sentiments from Best Witches, which if you recall, that was our featured set last week. And then we're also going to use this Boo sentiment from Cottage Wreaths because I love it. And this is actually featured in my Club Create this month. There is still time to sign up for Club Create. All of the information can be found at club.stampwithmelissa.com. And registration is only open for about another week. So jump on that if you would like to join us for Club. Okay, let's dive into these cards. This is the first card we're going to make today. You can see there's that Cottage Wreath Boo sentiment. I just love it. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. I love the clean and simple design. So in your card kit, you will get a thick basic white card base, a piece of basic white for a layer, because you know I love layers. You'll get this piece of DSP. This is from the Black and White Designs. You can use whichever side you want. Okay. That'll be cut for you. You'll get a basic black square. You'll get a parakeet party square. You'll get a basic white square. And then you'll get a little basic white strip for your sentiment. And then you will cut your ribbon. So if you do order at that $50 level, you will get this ribbon included, and then you just cut a little strip of that. Okay, so let's start with stamping because that's always the best way to start. So I am going to use the witch's hat that has the little dots in it and Parakeet Party. I love the monochromatic look of this, and I think it would look really, really good if you wanted to remake this card with like fresh freesia or pale papaya or pumpkin pie or any of the other like classic Halloween colors. They would look really nice. So let me put that away, and then we're going to grab our cute spider, not our scary spider. Actually, the spider in Cottage Wreaths is kind of scary. This one, he's really cute. Here, you can see him better that way. He's got a little smiley face. He's really cute. We're going to ink him up in the Tuxedo Black Memento ink and stamp him down. Super duper adorable. Close up my ink pad so I don't make a mess. Speaking of that, you guys, a few weeks ago when I was designing cards, I got ink on my fingers. And then, well, okay, I don't really know what the source is. So let me tell this story. So I got ink on my fingers from my Night of Navy ink pad because it was flipped the wrong way. So I thought I was closing it without looking, but I ended up just like dipping my whole hand into the ink. Rookie mistake. Anyway, I don't know what I did, but I think I touched my clothes. And so I got ink on my clothes and I didn't notice until it was like, you know, I didn't notice for a few days. But then I realized too that I was fixing my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine because my handle was kind of loose. And so I had unscrewed it, whatever, to, you know, make it tighter, and there's grease in there. So somehow I ended up like not completely ruining, but staining one of my favorite brand new outfits because I either got grease or ink on it. Facepalm. So anyway, that's why I always just remind you when you're done inking something up, close your ink pad. And hi, Margaret, welcome. Close your ink pad. And I actually forgot to stamp our sentiment. So let's pull this back in, and we're gonna grab Boo, which is photopolymer, and that's lovely because we can see, and I'm going to stamp it towards the right hand side of that because we're going to add some ribbon there. So I don't know if I use that stamp again. I can't remember. I know it was a bummer, but it's okay. And if anybody ever sees me wearing an outfit and it looks like it has a little grease stain on it, just don't say anything, okay? All right, so I'm going to use some dimensionals. These are actually our black combo pack of dimensionals. They come in this normal size here and then also in minis. You get both in the same package. We're going to use both tonight, and I thought we'll use the black ones because I didn't have any white mini dimensionals ready, and so I thought it was cool just to show you those too, and they blend in super, super nice, so they're nice to use with a darker cardstock. So let's go ahead and get that added to our card here. And then I'm going to take my Boo. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm actually going to put some seal on the side, on the back of the side that doesn't have stamping. Does that make sense? Oh no, Margaret says she was just watercoloring and somehow dyed her whole finger Cajun craze. So you can relate. It's like, dang it, you know, like at least in my instance, I know how I did it. I just can't believe I did it, you know? Oh, well. All right. So I added some seal to the back so I could tack my ribbon down and it didn't slide on me. Then I am just going to tie a knot here. And look how cute that is. A little knot on there. And then we're going to go ahead, and I think I double dimensional this. Yes, I did. So we are going to grab our dimensionals again, and I'm going to add 1 to the side without the ribbon. I'm actually going to add 2 to the side with the ribbon because we already popped up this witch piece here. And so we want to make sure everything stays level. So if I only did 1 dimensional, it would sag down. Does that make sense? Oh, oxy stain remover stick. Interesting. Well, what if I've already tried like all the tricks and I think the stain is set now? Does it still work? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It was more of like a lounge around outfit anyway, but it was cute. So, all right, I'm going to add some matte black dots to finish this card up. So I added 1 big one there, a little one right next to it. And then I'm going to take another big one and put it kind of up here under my sentiment, just like that. All right. So there is card number 1. Look how cute and simple. Oh, yes, it will. Okay. I will have to try that. Thanks, Alicia. I'll report back, let you know how it worked. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Here is card number 1. How cute is that? I just love that. And it's such a simple Halloween card. So if you're trying to make a bunch in a short amount of time, you sure can. So thanks, Mom. All right, let's go to card number 2, which I think this one might be my favorite. I just really love all of these colors together. I really like how it all blends. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and do this one. So in this card kit, you will get a basic black card base. There we go. A basic black layer that was embossed with the brick and mortar 3D embossing folder. You'll get a parakeet. Hold on, here it comes. A parakeet party layer. A basic white layer that you can tell these ones matte together. You'll get another parakeet party piece, and then you'll get a piece of that black and white designs designer series paper again that will layer onto this parakeet party piece. You'll get a scrap of basic white because we are going to stamp and punch out that witch hat. Thanks, Alicia. Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm glad you love it. We haven't even started. You'll have a piece of fresh freesia for the sentiment. And then you will also need to cut some of your ribbon. Okay. All right. You guys are giving me lots of tips, so I do appreciate that. And I hope they work. And if they don't, that's okay. Yeah, I'm kind of living with the fact that like it just might be stained forever. All right. I pulled out my tuxedo black memento ink and I've got my cute little witch legs here. We are going to stamp these on this basic white rectangle. So let's see, I'll stamp them about here. So I'll show you where that is. Oh, do you see the bug? If you guys joined me right at the very beginning, I mentioned that I have another bug. You guys, it's going to drive me nuts. Hopefully it gets out of here. Get out of here, bug. Okay, I digress. Squirrel, right? Squirrel moment. We've got that. Let's go ahead. We're going to stamp our witch hat, and I'm going to use the witch hat that has the little spider web in it this time. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to pull out my basic black blends. And let's see. I want to see which way my punch punches so I can stamp in the same kind of angle there. Just makes it a little bit easier. All right, so we've got that. And, oh, we need to do the sentiment quick. So I've got my fresh freesia piece, and then we're going to use the sentiment from Best Witches that says Best Witches. And we will go ahead and stamp that down. I'm stamping it towards the left because I'm going to cut an angle on the right-hand side, and that just makes it easier for me. So we can close this up, and we will punch out. Actually, let's color our witch hat first. So let me grab my basic black blends. Let's color, and then we'll cut, because I think it'll be easier if I can hold on to the extra bit here. So we're going to use the dark blend first. This is how I like to use my blends. I use the darker color first for shadowing, and then I go back in with a lighter color to do all the rest of the kind of blending. So I use this black one, and going carefully around that spider web because I'm going to color that in with the fresh freesia. So there's that, and then we'll use the light one here. The light cap kind of makes it look gray, but I promise you it's black. I think the cap for the light one is misleading. Gosh darn, I just saw that bug fly around again. Look at, I don't know if you guys can see him flying around because it's just like a little fruit fly, but they are so annoying. Oh gosh. All right, let's see. You're almost there. Bingo. We did it. All right, let's see. Renee said, oh, hairspray. Oh, okay. Well, I did send these, it's a matching like pant and shirt set. I did send them through the wash several times, and I actually did send them through the dryer before I noticed the stain. So you guys will have to let me know if the ideas you guys have, do they work if it's already been dried? All right, so I am using the dark fresh freesia blend again to go in, and then we will use the light one to color in the rest. And then we're actually going to color in the witch legs too, because I thought that it would look nice and consistent or cohesive. I think both words work there. So we'll just go ahead and I'll just, luckily there's just a few things. So she's got some stripy legs and a buckle. And I just did both of these with the light one. You could use whichever one you want. Or you could even use a different color if you want to. All right, so we've got that. So now we can punch this out. So I'm going to feed it into my punch. And we'll get it all lined up here. Oh, my piece isn't big enough for me to move. Your piece in your kit will be. But mine is not. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slide it out. And I am going to add a Post-it note to the back. Hi, April. Welcome. So I'm going to add a Post-it note to the back of this. And then the Post-it note is going to work as my handle. Watch. As long as I can get this in. Look at that. All right. It's going to be all flimsy on me because I'm live. Oh my gosh. It's too low. All right. We'll do it like this. How about? Okay. Try number 3. And it's stuck. There we go. I promise you guys it's not actually this difficult. It just is because I'm on video. All right. We can get that lined up. Punch that out. One of my stars shot somewhere that I did not, I don't know that I will find it. It's on the floor. Hold on. Got it. All right. So we do not need this piece, but we are going to keep those stars because we're going to use them as our embellishment. So I'm going to keep them just off to the side here, and we can go ahead. Let's assemble this card. So I'm going to add seal to the back, the basic white piece, and then we'll layer this onto the parakeet party rectangle. Okay. Then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm just going to add a little bit of seal to the bottom part and take my ribbon. Now this is how I like to do it. Oh, that's too high. I like to do faux bows and faux knots. So I'm going to run this and stick it to the seal here. Then I will add the other piece in just a little bit. Let's get everything else situated first. Okay, let's add some seal to the back of our brick and mortar embossed basic black piece. Now, I always like to remind you, use lots of adhesive if it's an embossed piece so that it sticks, okay? We'll add that to our card front, fold and burnish. And then we can go ahead and do our DSP with our parakeet party layer. Now this one is just going to have the green showing on the top and the bottom. I did cut it so it's flush on the left and the right hand side, okay? And I find that this pattern, you really have to use in moderation because when you stare at a 12 by 12 sheet of this, oh, it makes me dizzy. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but it was making me dizzy. So, all right, we've got this. Let's add some dimensionals. So I am going to stick my dimensionals right over the ribbon just to help hold them in place. And then we can peel off the backings and stick this onto our card front. Just like so. We'll add some dimensionals to the back of our witch hat. Just a couple should do it. And we can get these popped up here over our legs. How cute is that? I love, love, love these colors together. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and do the sentiment. And we can chop off an angle there. Oh, there's like stuff on my desk. All right, then I'm going to, oh, I cut it the opposite way. Doesn't matter. I am going to do dimensionals here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these dimensionals and I'm going to purposefully stick one on the ribbon and below and another one right by it that's like on the ribbon and above, just so that like the whole thing will stick down. If you put the dimensional where it's just on the ribbon, your sentiment can actually like teeter-totter back and forth because it's not like stuck, you know? Like I could stick my finger under this and the sentiment would come up too. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it does. All right, then we'll take this other piece of the black and white gingham ribbon and wrap it around here and tie a knot. So this is what I mean by faux bows and faux knots, is that it's not one continuous piece. Did I kill that bug? I killed that bug. Look at that. It's on my finger. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip you off. I didn't flip you off, but you know, at least the bug is gone now, right? Right. All right. So then I'm going to take my liquid glue and I'm just going to add a couple of dots of liquid glue here onto my card front and one over there. And then I'm going to use my take your pick tool to pick up my little stars. And then we can just stick them right on to our little glue dots. How fun is that? Now the mini glue dots would work too, but you would have to roll them up because I think they'd be too big. So there is card number 2. How cute is that? I love these colors together. I just think they look so good. So I'm going to set that up there, and then we are going to do card number 3. And you guys, I think you're going to be really excited about it. Are you ready? So thanks, Mom. So Lori Hall, who is, I believe she's still watching, she messaged me a few weeks ago and she said, oh my gosh, did you see what Susan Campfield did? And I was like, I'll have to go check it out. Well, so Lori, we're doing it. So this is inspired by Susan Campfield, who is another demonstrator. And look at that. The witch legs move. How cool is that? So this is the card that is what we're going to make now. It's the third card there where these legs actually move. How fun. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to dive right into this one. So for this card kit, you will have a basic gray card base, a basic gray layer, another basic gray piece that is embossed with that brick and mortar embossing folder. You'll have 2 pieces of fresh freesia that layer. Thanks, Alicia. Yes, I knew you guys would love this one. You'll have a scrap of basic white. You'll have another scrap of basic white. Now I have to remember which pieces are which. So you'll kind of have 2. So you'll have one for a sentiment and one for our mechanism. Okay. So, and actually I didn't punch this beforehand, which I meant to. And then you'll need to cut some ribbon. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with this fresh freesia piece. I'm going to bring in my messy scrap paper. And I'm also going to bring in my chamois real quick because we're going to use that cute spider again. We're going to use them in fresh freesia instead of black. So I just needed to clean them off. Let me grab out fresh freesia ink. And we're just going to create a cute little background. So this is the smaller fresh freesia cardstock piece. And yeah, just stamp around that spider, make him cute, you know, have him be the star of the show. Yeah, so I don't know. I saw this. You guys are going to love how this comes together. It's way more simple than you would think. When I saw Susan's sample, I was like, how the heck do you do that? You know, like, I don't get it. But I feel like in card making, things are often like that, where they look really complicated and then they're just not. They're way simpler than you ever would have thought. All right, so we stamped that. I'm going to just go ahead and adhere things as I go. So I'm going to use some seal and adhere this to the larger fresh freesia piece. And this is just because, you know, I love my matting. We're going to take our basic gray background with the brick, and I'm going to add some seal. Again, add lots of adhesive so it sticks and doesn't warp on us. And we'll layer this onto our basic gray layer here. Then we'll add some seal to the back of this and layer this onto our card base. And we've got it centered right there. And let's go ahead and burnish this. We are going to have to do some fussy cutting. So if you're not a fan of fussy cutting, I am right there with you. But don't worry, it's not too bad. We can do it. All right, and then let's go ahead. I added some seal to this, and we're just going to get that centered there, okay? All right, let's do our stamping now. So I'm going to pull in the You've Put a Spell on Me stamp from, thanks, Laura. And thanks, Joanne. From the Best Witches stamp set. And then I've got pumpkin pie ink. And I thought that You Put a Spell on Me would be really cute because her legs move. So it's like she's been, you know, hexed or whatever. Is that what it's called? I think it is, right? It's like they put a spell on her. So, all right, we've got that sentiment all ready to go. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to pull in my scrap piece. We're going to use the third witch hat here, and pale papaya ink is my choice for this one. So we'll ink this up. And again, I just like to have my punch in reference so I can kind of see the angle that it needs to be punched at, or I'm sorry, stamped at. So we'll go right here like this. Okay, we've inked that up. I'm going to close this up, and then we'll punch this out. And bingo. It kind of got stuck on me. All right, we do not need any of these other pieces, although you're more than welcome to use them on a project. All right, we're done with the punch, and then what we need to do is grab the Tuxedo Black Memento ink again, and I'm going to grab the witch legs. Ink, 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 and stamp these down. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to fussy cut. And I know it's not the best thing in the world, fussy cutting. Maybe you love it, and if you love it, I apologize. Or maybe I should say, can you please put a spell on me and give me some of your love of it, because I just don't. All right, so we are going to cut down here and just fussy cut this out. And it might be a sloppy fussy cut because, like I said, I'm just not the best at it. All right, cut around her legs. And while I'm fussy cutting, I did just want to let you guys know, too, that Stampin' Up! Announced today that they are going to have a stamp sale on Thursday. So it is 15% off of select stamp sets from the annual catalog. I think most all of them are included except for the host stamp sets. So make sure you check that out on Thursday. Get your wish list ready and place your order while those are on sale. All right. Okay. We're almost done. I have to like focus when I fussy cut so I don't cut something that I'm not supposed to. All right, we're going around her pointy toes, and we'll cut in a little and around here. And yeah, this is just not the best thing in the world. All right, we've got that. And then I'm just going to cut straight up. And we aren't going to keep all of this. Like, I'll probably cut it like maybe here. So I'm just leaving a little bit of space at the top, and I might cut it down more. Funny. Okay, so Katie says she loves fussy cutting and she loathes coloring. Well, you know what? You do all my fussy cutting and I'll do all your coloring. All right, I've got my pale papaya blends. We are going to do the buckle in the dark one. And then I'm just going to color the legs in with the light one just so that it matches our hat. But again, you could use a different color. So let's do these stripies. Yeah, that is funny. You do all my fussy cutting. All right, done. It's a deal. Okay, so when you get this piece, it will actually be punched for you already. I am using a 3/8 inch circle punch, and Stampin' Up! Does not sell these, unfortunately. So this is just from Amazon. But this is going to work great. Now, Susan showed it with a die that we have too from the candy cane bundle. I think it's called Sweet Candy Canes. I just can't remember off the top of my head, which is also really an awesome way to do it, and it fits really well. But if you don't have one, I'm going to send this already cut out for you, okay? And basically what I'm going to do is I probably could have just left this long, but I didn't. I'm going to add some seal to the back. No, I'm not, because I don't want it to stick anywhere it's not supposed to stick. I'm going to add liquid glue. So I'm going to add some liquid glue right along the top here. Now, the reason I switched from seal is because seal is a little bit thicker than I want it to be. I don't want any exposed adhesive if it's not supposed to be exposed, okay? So we're going to add this here. So now we have this cute little circle right on top of our legs. And we can set this down, and I'm going to just place this where I want the legs to go, which is going to be right about there. This is where the mini dimensionals come in handy because the big ones are too big for this. So I'm going to stick a mini dimensional in the hole. Okay, it's going in the hole. And that sounds kind of funny. It's in the hole. All right, then we're going to use some dimensionals on our witch hat. So you can see I peeled the backing off of that one. Okay, so I put a big dimensional up here. I'm going to use mini dimensionals. These are your friend on the very, very tippy top brim, or tippy side, I guess, brim of the witch hat. Okay, we can peel off these backings. And then the important thing is we don't want any adhesive on here, right? So then we can go ahead and I'm just checking to make sure that one dimensional isn't too high or too low. So we're going to just stick that right down. Let's make sure it works. Look at that. We have moving legs. Isn't that so fun? Now, okay, my piece you can see is sticking out here. So just keep that in mind. You can even cut it a little bit lower. But isn't that so fun? Hey, Tundra, welcome. Yes, isn't that brilliant, Heather? I just was like blown away. And another very cute option with this is with the gnomes. How adorable is that? Because there's that little feet die cut. I just think it's so fun. Okay, so that is like the main star of our show. Sorry to these cute spiders. But we are going to add some seal on top there. I'm just going to add our ribbon. Now I fold it in half and put my finger in the loopy end. And then I'll stick that right on down in my seal here. I didn't add enough seal though, so I need to add a little extra. And we'll just kind of make a little loopy just to add our cute ribbon in. Do it like that and bring in our dimensionals again. And I'm going to stick these down right on the card. Okay. And put our sentiment right over it. Cute. Look at how cute that is. So there is card number 3, our dancing legs. How fun. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. All right. So let me bring in our other 2 cards that we made today. So thank you all so much for joining me. I know I went a little bit longer than I usually do, but it's okay, right? We were having fun. If you place an order this week by Friday, September 16th at midnight Central Time, make sure you use this host code right there. Orders of $35 or more before tax and shipping will get the 6 card kits for these for free. So you make 2 of each. Thanks, Alicia. Oh, thanks, Mom. Thank you guys so much. If you place a $50 order, you'll get the 6 card kits and you'll get this spool of black and white gingham ribbon, which is used on all 3 of our cards. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of your support too with my goal of earning the incentive trip. Like I said, I'm so close. So I think, fingers crossed, that next week when I see you, I'll be able to say I am going to Norway. So fingers crossed for that too. Thanks, Joanne. All right, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Don't forget that the this bundle is on low inventory. So if you do want this week's class, this punch is going to be on unorderable status probably pretty soon because Halloween is coming up. So make sure you place your order soon. And then the stamp sale starts on Thursday. Thanks, Heather. All right, I will catch you guys next week. Yeah, have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.